God spoke to me in 2014, early 2015, and said these words: shallow pools are going to dry up. Talking about the church. You see, the shaking isn't just globally, economically, politically. The shaking is in the church right now. Hear me. Shallow pools and shallow systems and shallow ways of worship are drying up. God said shallow pools are going to dry up, and only those who go deep in me are going to survive and thrive in the days that you're living in. I believe God is about to insert a parenthesis in this that's happening right now globally. I believe God's about to insert himself in this, and the globalist plan is going to be pushed back. I believe that God's giving us another space of time. The enemy's trying to see how far he can go. But I just believe that God is about to raise up a standard, hallelujah, against this plan. And there's going to be a parenthesis, and I believe it's going to result in prosperity for you. It's going to result in breakthroughs for you. It's going to result in you living and walking in blessing. But hear me now. My concern is that while God does this, my concern is the church will go back to sleep. I don't even think we're really awake yet. So my concern is we won't fully let God wake us up. That if he inserts a parenthesis and he causes those powers to be pushed back for a little while, he wants to do it for awakening. He wants to do it for revival. But my concern is that we'll go back to church as normal. We'll go back to life as normal. That we Americans especially will fall back into the slumber of the American dream. And I mean the American dream in the house of God. And we'll come back to the place where we have to have the right atmosphere before we can really worship. We have to be comfortable, and it has to be convenient. I believe the Spirit of God is calling for some men and women who will rise up right now and say, I'm not going back to church as normal. I don't want to be asleep. I don't want to be sleepwalking in my generation. God's looking for some people who will get on their knees and pray. God's looking for a church that will not judge our success by how many are in the seats or how many likes we have on Facebook, but a church that'll judge our success by the presence of the living God is manifest, and men and women are getting saved and born again.